Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are here this morning. We are excited. Day 7 is here. We are completing our challenge of commanding your morning. This is your girl, your coach, Coach T here, your vision builder, your pusher, your encourager. I'm here today to help you continue to move forward in what God has called you to do. We are on day 7. On day 7, we are completing our challenge today, and we are so grateful that you guys have decided to join in and hear all that is going on. I'm grateful. Just give me one moment. Let me go ahead and share this over to our groups. Y'all have a great morning. I know you're having a great morning. You commanded your morning this morning. You spoke over your life this morning. You told God what it is that you needed, and He is moving in your life because you are taking the steps that is needed to move forward in God. You are being intentional. You are being intentional. We are being intentional this morning, and so we are grateful that we are being intentional. We are walking out our command your morning challenge. We are walking it out in our lives. We are pushing forward. We are being victorious. We are being committed. Come on in the room. We are here for you this morning. Come on, join in. Come on and join in. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to give you guys a few moments before I go ahead and continue to go forward. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining in. How are you guys doing this morning? Are we excited this morning? Are we excited about what God is doing in our lives? Have you learned anything over the last 7 days that I have come on and given you guys information? Have you learned anything? If you learned something, if this is what you've learned and you're excited about it, share this with someone. Share this on your page. Share this to someone in their inbox. Let them know, hey, Coach T is on and we're available to give you information. Come on in the room. We have an exciting topic to talk about this morning. Come on in. Join us. Good morning, Miss Darlena. Thank you so much for joining in. I greatly appreciate it. So y'all know I like to try to make sure that I can see who's joined in and who's commented. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that information up. So y'all just give me my time. Let me make sure I got my screen in order here. How are you doing this morning? We're here and we are excited. We are on day 7 of Command Your Morning Challenge. And so this is just a snippet of the information that we're going to be giving you guys in our Command Your Business Challenge starting on Monday. And so, good morning, Erica. Thank you for joining in. And so, with our Command Your Business Challenge that's going to be starting on Monday, we're just giving you guys snippets of what it is that's going on. We have some exciting things that's coming up. We have some exciting speakers that's going to be a part of the room, and you don't want to miss out on that. And so, because today is that All Hallows Eve, that most people are doing, and We don't celebrate that, but we do want to make sure that we offer you guys some type of special information. And so we do know that some people, it's the end of the month. A lot of things are going on. Bills got to be paid, things got to be taken care of. And so we thought it not robbery to just be able to offer to you guys our Command Your Business Challenge today and tomorrow only for $49.99. So we did drop the price down for you guys so you can get in. We have exciting things that's going to be available for you. Our workbook is complete. We have completed our workbook. And so I took my time. I've done the workbook. We have the days and everything that's mapped out for you guys. We have this that's going to be available to you. It has every single thing inside of here that you would need to be able to make sure that your business is being able to start properly. So our workbook is available. It is a full 140-page workbook. We have templates on the inside of here. We have marketing tools on the inside of here, branding tools on the inside of here, monthly budget templates. We have all of that information inside of our business strategy challenge note workbook that we're going to be giving to everyone that does sign up. So you'll have this challenge note workbook. You'll also be getting your business plan template. You'll be getting a branding template and checklists and information like that. So you have a lot of exciting things that's going to be given to you over the next 10 days, as well as it's only for $49.99. Who can beat that price? So today we are working on knowing who your audience is. How many of you actually know? And I would like if you guys can actually comment and interact with me on today if possible. How many of you know what who your target audience is and what it is that you offer to them? Do you know that? If you know, go ahead and write one in the chat, or if you want to, go ahead and like and give us some hearts and let us know that you know who your target audience is and how important it is to know who your target audience is when it comes to business. Knowing exactly who it is that you reach is definitely important. And so we know that we teach and we give information out based off of biblical principles. And so knowing your audience is very essential. When we talk about knowing your audience, I'm reminded of a scripture where it talks about in the Bible, where in Mark 10:45, where Jesus says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve." And we know that when we are in business, Morning Thompson, thank you for joining in. When we know that when we are in business and when we have an audience, we actually are there to serve them. So how many of you know that you are not just a business owner, but you are a servant to your audience, and you have to have the spirit of servitude when it comes to knowing your audience, when it comes to being able to serve your audience properly. And so these are the things that you need to make sure that you know. Thank you, Dami, for joining in and participating. I greatly appreciate that. That is one of my number one supporters. She's always there. She's always available. And I truly appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for being in here on the room every single day. And so when we know about knowing who our audience is, we have to understand that Jesus knew who his audience was. And that's why he was effective in his mission on earth. That's why he was effective in doing the things that he did, because he knew who his audience was. He knew how to reach the people. He knew how to serve them. And you may ask, okay, what are the benefits of knowing your audience? The benefits of knowing your audience is improving your market effectiveness. You have to be able to know who your market is so that you can improve the effectiveness of how you reach them. It also helps you increase your sales through focused efforts, because when you do that and you know who your market audience is and you know who your target audience is, then you're able to know how to reach them. Good morning, Arkisha. Thank you for joining in. You know how to reach them properly. So if you are a person who writes children books, then you know that your target audience is teachers, parents, schools, administration areas. You know that that's who your target audience is. And so, because that's who your target audience is, you know how to effectively reach them properly. You know that if you write children's books, you have to make sure that you have illustrations and things that children can be able to see visually. And so, you have to make sure you know who it is that you're reaching and how you're going to reach them effectively. How do you serve your audience? How do you serve them properly? So these are things that's needed. You need to know your and understand your demographics, meaning understanding what their age range is, understanding their gender, their occupation, their location, their income level. You can't serve a low income area or a market area that does not cannot afford Louis Vuitton and expect them to be able to pay for that. You understand what I'm saying? You have to know who your market area is. You have to know who your target audience is. And so if your target audience is children, then you wouldn't charge Louis Vuitton pricing for something that's for a child. You have to know exactly how to who your demographic is and what you're doing as far as reaching them. And when I say demographic, as I stated before, you need to know their age range, their gender, their occupation, their location, their income level. Um, if you're selling high-end decor, your audience might be mid or high income homeowners between the ages of 30 and 55. These are things that you need to understand and know. You also need to be able to define your psychographics. And what do I mean by when I say psychographics? You need to be able to understand their interests, their hobbies, their lifestyles, values, and attitude. This information is vital to knowing who your target audience is. And so when we're in business and when we're starting business, these are things that we need to research and figure out how so that we can be effective in reaching who the audience that we're serving, right? And so, in having a business and knowing your target audience, these are key steps to being able to know your customer profile. And in the marketing term, is basically knowing your ideal customer profile or your ICP. You have to know this information in order to be able to succeed properly. And sometimes when we don't know that, that's why we have those dips in our business or those roller coaster areas because we're trying to serve a broad market. So you know what your niche is. Now you need to be able to niche down or target a certain specific demographic within that niche so that you're able to reach a smaller portion of the niche that you're in. Does that make sense to you? You have to make sure that you're able to reach those areas in their life. So some key factors that I want to give you as far as knowing your ICP. Like I stated, step 1 is understanding your demographics. Step 2 is defining your psychographics. As I stated before, knowing your demographics, meaning knowing their age range, their gender, their occupation, and their location. And then your psychographics, meaning knowing their interests, their hobbies, their lifestyles, and their attitudes. Then we want to know step 3, which is identifying their pain points. And as you know, as of over the last couple of days, I've been talking about knowing exactly what their pain points are. And so what if you ask me, what do you mean by their pain points? You have to think about a problem that your business is able to solve for the demographic area that you are serving. So if there is something that is going on, how do you solve that problem? And let's go a step further. There are probably plenty of people that can solve their problem, but what is unique about what you offer that can solve their problem that will make them want to purchase from you or make them want to grasp according to your audience? Those are the things that you need to understand as far as your business is concerned. Thank you so much for joining Enjoy. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all, this is the guru, someone who I inspire and look after and I look up to as a mentor. She is my god sister, but she is definitely someone who is qualified in this area as more as I am, but I definitely watch her and I watch. So if you have never watched Faith moves with strategies, please join in and watch everything that she does, because I promise you, you will be blessed and you will succeed. She is awesome in everything that she puts out, and she went to school for this. So hey, you go ahead and you look into what she has. She actually has a challenge that she has coming up as well. So if Joy, if you want to put that information in the comments so people can join in for that, please do so. um and so when I talk about, let's get back to what I was saying as far as knowing your identifying your pain points, and knowing exactly what it is that you're doing. You have to be able to know how to reach the people that you are um looking to serve. You have to be able to know exactly what it is that they're doing, and then you have to understand their behaviors. Thank you, James, for joining in. You have to be able to understand their behavior. So you have to understand, if you are dealing with people who are just online, or are you dealing with people that want to go to a brick and mortar? Are you dealing with an older generation? Are you dealing with the younger generation? Is both of your audience both mid and older? So you have to know exactly who it is that you're serving, who it is that your audience is appealing to, and how to get there. And so some key factors when it comes to knowing exactly who your audience is and being able to serve them from a biblical standpoint is, there's some three things. You have to have servanthood, you have to have sacrifice, and you have to know and have to be able to have purposeful giving. And in these three areas, when I talk about knowing this information, when we spoke about Mark 10 and 45, which says, "For even the Son of Man came not to serve, but not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." In this passage, Jesus is speaking to his disciples who are arguing about who among them is the greatest. And so we have those issues where, you know, you have so many people that are doing what you're doing and offering what you're offering. The market is very big and large, and you don't we won't say that there's so much arguing at this present moment, but you have a large capacity of people that may offer what it is that you're offering. And you know that sometimes people can be petty, and someone will say, "Hey, I can do this better than this person, or I can do this better than that person." But what makes you stand out from all of that? You know, Jesus corrects their perspective by highlighting the importance of humility, servanthood, and understanding the needs of others. What makes you different from what it is that you're doing is that you have to understand the needs of those people that you're trying to serve. So you have to have the spirit of servitude. When it comes to business, Jesus mirrored this idea by understanding his audience, so you can serve them effective. So in order for you to be able to serve your audience effectively, you have to focus on what you can give to them and not what you can get from them. Okay, you have to understand and know that. I promise you, you will be more successful if you understood how to get them what they need versus what you can get from them. Okay, that is the spirit of servanthood. Then you have to understand how and know that there are sacrifices when it comes to business. There are sacrifices when it comes to making sure that you know your target audience. Jesus's service even went as far as self-sacrifice, showing that effective service often requires going beyond the bare minimum. So when it comes to servanthood and when it comes to being able to know who your audience is, sometimes you have to go above and beyond. So sometimes that means giving away something for free. Sometimes that means giving something of value to others so that they understand and know that you understand where their area is and where their pain point is and how you can meet them effectively. Sometimes it also means being able to give away tips and marketing information away to these people so that they're able to see, hey, this person is knowledgeable of what it is that they're doing. I have no problem with purchasing from them. I have no problem with giving it to them. And then it causes you to be able to see the consistency in what it is that you're doing. Being consistent sometimes is a sacrifice. So you can't say, okay, you can't just come on social media or only come to your audience when you have a sale, or only come to your audience when you have something that's going on. You have to be consistent in everything that you're doing. And so consistency and intentionality comes with being able to meet your audience and knowing who your audience is. And then you have to have a purposeful giving, making sure that what you're offering to them has value. What you're offering to them is something that is going to give them and meet the need that they're looking for at that present moment. So we all know that Christmas is coming up. We all know Thanksgiving is coming up, and everyone has sales and everyone has different things that's going on. But what makes it your product or your offer so special that people will actually purchase from you? How do you purchase from you? How do you meet the need of your audience? How do you give them something that is of value that meets them at their particular moment and things? So we know that around holidays is most of the time people are probably sad, or people are going through different things in their life, because around this time a lot of deaths happen. It's just something that happens in life where people are, missing out. What is it that you can offer to help in those situations, and not just go after their pockets, and not just go after getting something to them? And what is it that you're offering? Is it actually of value? Are you going to be like some of these gimmicks that are out there, and they're saying, oh, we're giving you this and we're giving you that for the low cost of such and such and such and such, and then when you go get it, it's something that you could have came up with on your own? Are you actually giving something of value to people, so that when they come back, that you show yourself trustworthy? You show yourself of someone who is walking in integrity and giving them something that they are not able to get someplace else. Good morning, Miriam. Thank you for joining in. And so this is what we want to understand when we talk about having our knowing who our target audience is. There are so many different biblical examples of knowing exactly who your target audience is. Let's look at about two of them for the next few minutes. Let's look at Paul. Hey, Keyshawn, thank you for joining in. So Paul is an example of someone who knew who his target audience is, okay? And so Paul ministry to the Gentiles, and you can see that in 1 Corinthians 9, verses 19 through 22. Paul said, though I am free and belong to no one, I have made myself a slave to everyone to win as many as possible. And so when you think about this scripture that Paul speaks about, Paul tailored his approach depending on whom he was reaching, and demonstrating an understanding of his audience's beliefs, values, and cultures. He adapted his message to relate to each group without compromising his standard. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it. And so you have to know that you have to be able to reach your audience where they are. Paul understood exactly how to reach his audience. He said, though I am free and belong to no one, I have made myself a slave to everyone, meaning he made himself of no reputation. He made himself of equal value, of where he met his people where they were at. He understood who he was serving. He understood what his target audience was. And so he was able to meet them where they are. In business, you have to understand how to connect with your audience. You have to understand that there's ways to be meaningful and connecting with your audience, and not being able to just take from them, but you want to be able to give to them. You want to be able to meet them at a place where they can be able to say, hey, I need this. This is of value to me. This is going to help me to be able to succeed in whatever area that they need help in at that present moment. And so this could mean adjusting your communication styles and adapting content or providing tailored solutions. You have to be able to adapt. When it comes to business, change is inevitable. You have to be able to know that you have to change according to what's going on with the audience that you decided that you want to be able to market to. And so this is something that is needed in your business. And so let's look at Nehemiah. Nehemiah's leadership in rebuilding Jerusalem's wall, right? When Nehemiah built the wall, he understood who his audience was. Nehemiah's first observation was the condition of Jerusalem's wall, and he listens to the concerns of the people before making a plan. Nehemiah understood, hey, let me figure out what my audience needs. Let me ask questions. Let me figure out how I can help them and know exactly what to give them and what needs to be done. So Nehemiah understood, in order to be able to meet the needs of the people, this wall needs to be rebuilt so that they can be successful. How do I do that? How do I protect my people? How do I help them in this time? What are their needs from me? What is it that the people want me to do? I need to rebuild this wall. Well, how do I rebuild the wall? What tools and resources do I need to be able to rebuild this wall so that we can be protected? He found the way to be able to help his people, and they figured out that he had value. And so what did they do? They not only helped him do it, but it was done within a timely manner. So you have to be able to know how to reach your audience. Nehemiah didn't come with preset agendas. He didn't come with information. Hey, Fern, thank you for joining in. He did not come with his own agenda, but he came with an agenda to know, hey, I'm here to assist the people. I'm here to help them. And so in business, knowing who your target audience is, you have to know how you actually can help them. Not from your standpoint of helping them, but from their standpoint, meeting them where they are at and understanding how they can do that, how you can be able to meet their needs. And so then we also want to look at how Jesus met the needs of the Samaritan woman at the well. When Jesus spoke to the Samaritan woman, she was someone who was not conventional. She was somebody who was out there, doing her own thing. She didn't know what it was that she needed, but she knew that she needed something. And so when she asked Jesus for water, he addressed her issue. He addressed the issue of the fact that she thirsted for something. But her thirst that she thought that she needed was not the thirst that Jesus came to give her. And so you have to understand that sometimes knowing your audience may not always be about just giving them what they want, but giving them what they need. And so even when it comes to, I can tell you from how my perspective and what I do as far as my business is concerned, I refuse and I will never just give people the trending things of what's going on, or hey, let's go with what's trendy. Let's go with what's going on. Nope. I want to make sure that I'm actually meeting your need, not your wants, but your need, because you may want to reach and get and scale your business and reach $5,000, but that may not be what you're ready for at this present moment. And so because I know that that is not something that whoever that person may be is not ready to get at this present moment, why would I offer you something and give you false hopes of you being able to achieve reaching $5,000 in 5 days, or reaching $5,000 in a certain amount of time frame, knowing that you haven't even taken the actual foundational steps to even get to that place and keep continuously making that accountability and money. You have to understand how to meet the needs of your people and not the wants. So knowing this and being able to meet these people is something that we're going to teach you how to do in our Command Your Business Challenge. And our Command Your Business Challenge is starting on Monday. And so Monday on November 4th at 10 a.m., we'll be doing our first session of commanding your business. And when we do these sessions, we're going to teach you the foundational principles of starting your business and how to get to where you need to get to. So if you are someone that needs this information, and you know someone that needs this information, have them join our challenge. It is a 10-day all exclusive and extensive class that we're teaching you. We're going to go through the steps of starting your business, how to write your business plan. Like I stated, we came up with a full workbook. We have a full business strategy plan that we have here. It's a workbook, and we go through every single day. And so we have our table of contents. We're going to go through it. On day one, we're going to be speaking about clarifying your vision. On day two, we're going to be talking about setting your intentions. On day three, we're going to be talking about time management and business registration. On day four, we're going to be talking about your financial setup, and we have a actual tax preparer that's going to be coming in. Jamisha Porter, she's going to be coming in and giving you guys information about the actual business structure that you need to have for your business. And then we have overcoming your obstacles, and we have our very own Pastor LaTwanda Slaughter. She's going to be talking to you about overcoming your obstacles and knowing how to overcome the situations that's going through in your life. Then we're going to be talking about networking and collaboration, and showing you how to network with different businesses, and then with different, and partnering and alliancing yourself with different people that is of like value with yourself. Because sometimes we come to a place in business where we need help. And so now you need to know how to collaborate with that. And on day 7, we're going to be talking about marketing strategies, how to market, how to be able to post with great marketing tips and different things like that. So we're going to be giving you this information. We're going to be giving you a planner to learn how to get this stuff in order. Then we're going to talk about customer experience and retention. Sometimes you know how to get a client, but you don't know how to keep a client. And so we're going to give you information on how to be able to do that. Then we're going to show you how to put all of this in faith in action. And we have our very own Dr. Vanessa Kelly, who is going to be giving you information in reference to that. And she's going to be talking to you about how to put your faith in action and how to be able to succeed, because having a business is a faith step. And having a business, you have to know that you have to be able to walk in faith. And sometimes you're not going to see it happen. And so then we go back to day 10, and day 10 is going to be talking about reflection and rejoice. How you be able to reflect on all the steps that you've completed, and how you can rejoice knowing that now you are at a place where you have put things into foundation, you've put your steps in order, you've gotten your business plan written out, you've registered your business with the state, you've purchased your EIN number, you've set up your bank account, you've done all these things. Now you're set yourself up, and you are ready to be able to move so that you can start your year properly. And so we've put this book together. You have all these different things where we're going to be helping you learn how to do that. We have different networking tools that is going to be giving you information, showing you how to collaborate with others and how to set up your stuff. And so this whole entire book is going to be given to you for free when you register. And as I stated earlier, the registration fee for the next 2 days is going to be $49.99. We do accept Afterpay, Klarna, Sezzle, all of that. So if you want to be able to do it, and financially right now you say, I don't have $49 to be able to sew into this class, but I can go ahead and pay with one of those options. Those are options that's available. We're even going to show you how to be able to add those marketing tools in your business, and being able to get those merchant accounts with your business for you to be able to set it up. So you have to make sure that you know that this is something that you need. We're going to show you how to set up your accounts with PayPal and with Stripe and with Square, how you get those things set up and get in order so that you're able to streamline your business properly. We even have a tool that we're going to introduce to you guys that is going to help you to be able to get your email marketing. I know a lot of businesses, some of you guys are probably paying for Constant Contact for your business or for your ministry. Constant Contact, and or maybe using MailChimp, and some of you may have SMS services that you pay for. Out of that, we're going to show you a tool where you can get all of this all in one place for a low fee that is not going to charge you a lot of money. That email marketing, sometimes when you do the email marketing and you try to send that stuff out, they only allow you maybe like 500 subscribers at a time for a certain amount of money. Those of you that teach courses, and that have a Bible school or have an institution where you're teaching, you going to be able to get all of that stuff taken care of. And so we have a tool that's available for you that does not limit you to be able to do that. And so once you join our plan, once you join the Command Your Challenge class, you'll be able to get access to this information and know exactly how to set it up. And we know that to be able to run a business, it costs money. And so in order to be able to do that, you have to be able to make sure that you are intentional and setting goals to reach where you want to be able to get to. So if you want to be able to streamline your business, you want to be able to know how to write your business plan and why having a business plan is important. Why? Because you never know. Someone may want to sow thousands of dollars into your business, but they need to see your business plan. They need to see your business structure and see exactly how you have that stuff in order. So let's get this stuff set up. Let's get these things in order. So visit our website. You see it going across the screen there. Go to challenge.svg network and sign up today. It is only $49.99. You're going to be able to get all these tools and information available to you to help you to be able to succeed and start your year off the correct way so that we can be successful. Join our group, Designs Made Simple. We're going to be giving out tips and information on a consistent basis. If you're a designer, you want to learn how to design and move your business to a different place, hey, join the group. If you're a business owner and want to be able to know how to move your business up to a higher level, join the group. Come on and join this session, and I promise you, we're going to give you valued information to get you to the next place. So until next time that we have Defining Your Moments with Coach T, remember to always command your morning, command your business, and live in dominion now. You have a blessed and victorious day.